Hey, this is Amy with Flower Moxie. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm having Abigail make a hoop bouquet. So it was her idea. I wanted her to make it. I surprised her with it. She does such a good job. And I will say that you can make your hoop bouquet with like a macrame hoop, and that's a metal one. If you're going to use like a metal hoop, then you want to get some of that like shelf gripper. They sell it at like the dollar store or at Walmart, but basically when it's a metal hoop, the flowers can like bend forward, or as far as like fall forward with gravity. So you want like that rubber grip on your hoop first before you attach your flowers, so it won't, the weight won't pull it forward. If you're using like an embroidery hoop, that works a lot better. That's the one that I prefer, just because with that flat end and it being wood, the zip ties don't slide around as easily. So in this video, Abigail's gonna show you how to do this. You can tie a ribbon on it like she said, or use floral adhesive or hot glue to glue the flowers in the center if you don't like the ribbon look. This is something that you can make the day before if you're working with hardy flowers like carnations, spray roses, but you will want to like put it in a Tupperware, put it in the fridge to keep it cool. I really prefer the day of, especially if it's hot in the summer, but the day before will work beautifully if it's in a cool space. All right, let's get started.
Hi, I'm Abigail with Flower Moxie, and today we're going to be showing you how to do floral hoops. So these have been really popular on Pinterest, and the great thing about them is that there's so many different options. You can use an embroidery hoop and do a small one for a bridesmaid's bouquet, or you can get a really large hoop like a hula hoop and do a full ceremony backdrop, a photo backdrop, or a floral chandelier. So the supplies that you'll need are going to be, of course, your hoop. Embroidery hoops are great because they're flat versus like a metal hoop, and the flat side will be a little bit easier to grip your flowers. You'll need some stem tape, and this is the same tape that you use for your boutonnieres, and it stretches, and you get it at craft stores or online. And you want to be sure to go ahead and pre-rip off your tape beforehand. And then you'll also need some kind of wire. You can use Oasis bind wire, which is something you can get online, paddle wire, which is something you can get at the craft store or online, or Bullion wire. And this is what we're going to be using today. And it's a crinkled wire, and it's really pretty. It comes in silver or gold. And then you'll also need some zip ties. I like to use the mini ones, but also the larger ones. And then to finish off your bouquet, you'll either need some pretty ribbon or some Oasis floral adhesive. Okay, and so with this one, I just finished it off with a ribbon, but if you don't like that look, I'll show you how to do just the full hoop at the very end. And another thing to note is that with embroidery hoops, you get two for the price of one. So this one has the clasp at the top, but I left that out to show you that you can still use this hoop. You'll just want to put the clasp at the bottom and cover it with your flowers. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do is actually to make two pre-made bouquets. So you can do this 1 to 2 days beforehand and save these in a glass of water or vase of water. So this is very similar to the concept in our wrist corsage video where you take two boutonnieres and put them together. So just use sturdy blooms like carnations and roses, snapdragons and daisies will also work really well. You just want to stay away from anything that's too delicate and doesn't like being out of water for too long. So you don't have to do anything complicated, just get a few blooms together and think, kind of make it a little bit more linear. You don't want to go so tight and round because that's not going to fit as well on the hoop. So go a little bit longer. You can have one kind of sticking out at the top or go down at the bottom. So once you've got it the way you want it, you just take a piece of stem tape wrap it around. And then you'll cut these and put them in a vase of water until you're ready to actually make your hoop, either the night before your wedding or the morning of the wedding. So when it comes to that point, you're gonna take the 2 bouquets and take a zip tie. This one is a really mini one, but you can use a standard one for this part. And then just adjust until you've got it looking the way that you want. And then you're just going to cut off that bit of zip tie and then also the extra stems that you've got sticking out of your bouquets. So this part you don't want to do until either the night before or the day of your wedding. But something you can go ahead and do the day before is wire your greenery to your hoop. So you want to use something that's long and linear like Italian Ruscus or Gunni Eucalyptus, something with smaller leaves. Things like Solal and Silver Dollar Eucalyptus are going to be a bit larger and not lay as well on the hoop. So 1 stem of Italian Ruscus is pretty much going to cover your whole hoop, and you can make it you know, focus the flowers at the bottom or make them kind of sideways as well. So I'm going to take a piece of our gold bullion wire and just start at the top with 1 piece. It's a little bit difficult to get it going at first, but once you get it started, you can just take 1 long strand and wrap it all the way around. Okay, so I've gotten to the end of the stem, but we've got this blunt end sticking out, and I don't love that. So I'm going to cut just a little bit of it off, and then take another small piece of Italian Ruscus here, and then add that in. So I've got a nice leaf at the end. Okay, so you've got your greenery on your hoop, and you can make this the day before, but if you go ahead and add the greenery the day before, you want to put it in the fridge, but make sure the fridge is on the warmest setting so you don't freeze it and bag up all of your fruits and vegetables. Okay, so we put together our bouquets with the zip ties, and so we can just take this piece here and take a large zip tie. The mini ones will not hold quite as well, but large ones are very sturdy. And just make sure you get it tight on there so that your flowers stay upright and they don't hang down like that. Just get them really tight and secure. Then just cut off zip tie. Okay, so there's the part that doesn't look very pretty at the end. So of course you can cover it with a pretty ribbon, or something you can do is take floral adhesive and just take a few little buds of flowers and glue these on the morning of the wedding to cover up that base. And you can use more little mini carnations, or you can use a large flower, like these really large ranunculus would work really well in that bouquet. Something else you can do if you want the flowers to go all the way up the side of the hoop is just take another little piece of wire and then get your little buds and keep a little stem on them and just wire the individual flowers up the stem. Well, that is how you make a floral hoop, and thank you for joining us. Let us know what your thoughts are down in the comments, and you can also check us out at flowermoxie.com. Thank you.